Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in the Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the Postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content. And yeah, man, most importantly, enjoy. So, YoungstaCPT is back with a brand new single. And obviously, this single comes after the release of his album or mixtape titled Suffer for Beauty, where he teamed up with Shani Jane, who's obviously a producer. I think this single that I'm about to review right now is called the Bok Freestyle, and which can be regarded as a tribute to AKA because he made use of the Mbuzi beat. And for those of you who don't know what Mbuzi is the second track on AKA's last album, Mass Country. And yeah, they were just rapping. Him and Tato Soul were just rapping on that song, and they were just rapping, which I think that's why YoungstaCPT decided to just rap on this one, because I think he liked the speed. To be fair, right, after a string of several listens, this might just be the worst song from one of the best rappers to ever grace South African soil, as well as South African hip-hop at large, you know. I think this song just sucks. This song is just shallow for the most part, and as soon as I heard the ooh-ah at the beginning of the song, I knew this is not necessarily a freestyle. This is more like a cover. You know, a cover of what AK already did on his original Mbuzi freestyle. And I think once that gained prominence in the song, I knew, man, this is just going to be a waste of time. This is not going to be something worth listening to. And I think with a bit more respect, it's also important to actually give credit to Youngsta for highlighting or shedding light as to what's happening with the whole Thabo Bester situation, because we have some Thabo Bester bars there, you know, and they also shed light on how he feels regarding the incompetency of the South African police services, because I think by now everyone in South Africa has a story to tell about how the South African police services has actually worked against them in recent times. But also, he throws out threats. You know, he throws out threats and says, if I was with AKA during that horrific night, I promise you, my niggas, more bodies would drop, you know. And I think, in my opinion, yeah, man, yeah. You are a child 10 when school's out. Like, really? That's how we're rapping right now, you know, like, I think the song for me has no moments. It's full of corny bars, and the vocals also sound naked. I think the best thing about this freestyle also is just the cover. I think the cover is so cold, as well as the clip he added at the end where he just added the conversation he had with Mbuzi, where they were just chopping up or just discussing the impact of the song Man O's, you know, what it did for YoungstaCPT's career. And I think that was just the most important part of the song, really. Besides everything else in the corny bars, what he did for Ricky Rick on Dear Ricardo Lavriad was just beautiful. Instead of him shouting on a song, I just wish that he actually bottled what he was feeling and went on with his life until he actually found the right words to write about how he experienced AKA, because this obviously sounded awful, and it's definitely a drop in the ocean for me. And I mean, it's still amongst the best in the game, but damn, boy, this was just horrific. I just hate everything about the song. I think that YoungstaCPT is actually going through a rough patch musically, because I think he also had a very terrible verse on That's What's Up by the Big Hash, because he was featured there. And yeah, it sounded like he didn't want to do the feature. You know, it's like when that song comes on, the song is actually so good, but when Youngsta comes on, you actually feel like stopping his verse or just skipping his verse or doing something. And in my opinion, I don't think he also should have done the Bok Freestyle. Like, the freestyle was not necessary. And I would say that he sounds uninspired right now, and he's trying to do way too much with the music, but it's just not connecting, because the music is not enjoyable at the moment, you know. Because the last project I actually enjoyed by YoungstaCPT was Dreams Don't Pay Bills, but also it's not better than 3T, because I think 3T just proved how good he is, you know. And I think I expected that on this Bok Freestyle, and I think AK actually deserved that much respect, you know. And I just want to say, man, shout out to YoungstaCPT. I think he's a really great artist. He's a really great rapper. One of the best, actually. You know, he's part of the GOAT talk. He's part of that GOAT conversation. You can't count him out. But I think this freestyle is just the worst thing that he's ever done in his whole entire career, you know, commercially, you know. I think this is not the guy that I heard where he was just rapping on 786, where he was just rapping on, you know, Tick Generation, you know. Yeah, like everyone, like now, everyone who's actually convinced that Youngsta is not a good rapper is actually going to pinpoint to this freestyle and actually say, look at the garbage he did on that Bok Freestyle, you know. Because this was just atrocious. Like, I mean it so much, and it hurts me. It hurts me that I actually have to say that one of the best rappers right now is actually one of the worst rappers right now. You know, I don't know. It's yeah, you know, it's a mess. It's a mess. But shout out to YoungstaCPT. This actually marks the end of the review. Please kindly tell me what you think about this whole Bok Freestyle. Was it talking shit? And I think for the most part of it, a lot of you may feel as if I was talking shit. But again, this is all based on my opinion and what I think and what I feel. So yeah, you are more than welcome to just tap into the comments and just let me know what you think. And also, please kindly interact with the content. Please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to spread the content, you know. And I'll just see you on the next one. Postman and Diary. Peace and love.